is your perception of birth?
My first one was hard. My second one, pop. Third one, pop. Fourth one, pop. Everybody just popped out, and I was like, pop, pop, pop. And I was like, why couldn't it be like that before?
My first birth was 12 years ago, and it was very traumatic, and I was in the hospital and I wasn't in control, and I guess later in life I realised I was probably slightly traumatised from that experience.
Being young, I think being a woman of colour as well, I wasn't treated very well, and I was seen as this nasty teenager.
So when I had my second pregnancy, which was 10 years later, I decided that I didn't want anything to do with the hospital, and I wanted to free birth.
Laying on a hospital bed, which I know is not the ideal, but that is kind of what my birth centre.
I had all my family there. I was in COVID. I had like my best mate, my mum, my little boy watched my baby be born. I guess from that I had like a healing experience from the first time.
In a perfect world, what is your wish for women and birthing people?
I wish it was a bit easier for women to advocate for themselves as well, to like medical professionals.
And to have time for their body to heal, and for them to bond with their child instead of this kind of conveyor belt that we're on, I think, in the West.
When I gave birth the first time, I didn't know I was allowed to say no. That's mad.
That's safe and that you feel confident with the people around you.
I wish them no such thing as postpartum depression.
There'd be like a real shift in women trusting themselves to give birth. It's part of our nature. It's not a medical process on itself.
Women's autonomy to be prioritised and not to be over-medicalised.
Do you know any birthing or postpartum practices in your own culture?
I think it's been lost, hasn't it, since like the medicalisation of pregnancy. There probably was like ancient Welsh practices of like midwives and doulas and stuff.
Relax and chill out and not do a lot for 6 weeks afterwards.
I'm from a Caribbean background. When we have children, get back to work or back to school.
Like in Zimbabwe, when it comes to birth, what do they do?
Husband isn't supposed to be like around.
The mother shouldn't move a lot, she should rest, family takes care of her, people cook.
Yeah, it's funny, if you heard about the cords, not cutting the cords straight away.
Yeah, and waiting it to go white.
Yeah, like that's something I've learned from but it's probably from another culture.
The community looked after the children.
They go to their mother's house. I don't know if the same in Ghana, but they go there.
She doesn't go out of the house a lot.
Yeah.
What we've got currently.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Because it's not really working.